nice and warmed up, again, we want to try and warm up every day, making sure that we prevent injury. So once we get our warm up going, we're going to go ahead and start at the position at the beginning point. The great thing about the rubber guard is it truly is a systems-based approach, which means it has a beginning part and an end part, and it has a cycle. So essentially, if you get to a certain point and you get stuck or you have to reset, we always restart. And where we start is at mission control. And the great thing about the 10th Planet System is that it has very unique and descriptive terms that once you learn them, they'll really stick in your mind, and your coach will be able to communicate a lot of information with a little amount of work. So we're going to start in what would be our traditional closed guard here, going into mission control. So how the 10th Planet System works is it's based on the proposition that since I don't have a gi, I don't have particular collar grips. So if John were trying to strike me in my own guard, I would block on the inside position, I would sit up, I would control the crown of the head, and I'm always, three always, trying to get this overhook here. The entirety of the system is predicated on being able to break someone down and get this overhook. Because now I can open my guard, scoot, shrimp to a hip, and start getting into, this is New York. Let's assume his arm is on the inside. This is the traditional starting point here. Mission control, right? So just like in a rocket ship, we want to have a launch pad from mission control. This is our mission control right here. Again, I can feel the tension on my leg from pulling at the end of my lever. So I don't want to pull too hard here. I want to start controlling here. So this is our starting point. This is our home base in our configuration for the 10th Planet System rubber guard. I want to now move into the next phase of the system, which is called the zombie, right? Think Night of the Living Dead. We just got past Halloween, coming back from the dead. So I zombie, I come in between this wedge here. I zombie, and I go into New York, all right? New York, it's where all our dreams come true. It's also better than New Jersey, which we'll get to later, but as he stuffs his foot, he's trying to put me into New Jersey. But I don't want to be in New Jersey. If you've ever been to New Jersey, you trust me, you don't want to be there. You'd much rather be in New York, which is where I'm at now. So we went to zombie to New York. Again, notice, I'm pinching this elbow tight. I'm not loose to where he can start trying to pull that arm out. I'm tight, elbow to hip, cupping at the knee. This is where most of my control is coming. I don't want to pull this way too much because that puts pressure on my knee. So I'm here. So now I can start to square up and start feeding into what's known as the double bag. So double bag. So we went New York to double bag. What double bag is I'm controlling my second leg, and I can start letting this hand go, and it'll still be controlling his posture, right? He tries to back out here, and he's got to pull all of my weight. John tries to posture up high. He's carrying all of my weight. It's very difficult, right? And so I can control his posture even better here. He tries to posture up, can't do it, right? So even if he tried to strike me from here, right, they're very ineffectual. I mean, he could do it, but he kind of looks like an idiot, and you can tell that I'm winning the exchange, all right? Again, notice where my body is relative to his. I don't want to be trying to hit these positions low on his back, right? It's all about dominating posture control. So I'm not trying to control way down here. I'm trying to shrimp, move up the spine, controlling the end of the lever for the head, controlling the head here like this. All right, we go into New York, double bag, crackhead control, okay? When I bring this leg up and my hand is on this side, the right side, from this position, this is called crackhead control. I can also go double bag into the left side, pulling down, and here I'm in invisible collar. From here, if John tries to stack up, I can actually flex my legs and get a submission right here, kind of like a triangle choke, right? So this is invisible collar. It's like he's got a collar over him and there's nothing that he can do. He tries to posture up, I can squeeze my legs get a submission. If I can't get the submission here, I can start pulling this arm. Control. So we have here, often referred to as muddy waters, right? Again, I'm controlling the far arm now. He's trying to posture up. Very hard for him to do it. I can clear the head, come in for an arm bar. He taps really quickly, right? So again, crackhead control. I can come from here. I could go to invisible collar. So I'm just moving my hand, crackhead control. I can do a high double bag. That's a great thing about this system is I can always go backwards from where I started and start again. So I'm here back at double bag. I can let that go. Again, he tries to posture up. I'm controlling the head the whole time with my legs and with my arm. And I can start coming in here and we work Kung Fu move. That'll be next. All right? So again, from the top, we're working. Control the posture. Control the head. It might take time. You're not going to just jump right into this. We shrimp and we control. I'm all about dominating his posture downward. Right? We're always trying to affect posture alignment base. I have his posture and his alignment controlled here. He tries to stack up. I double bag. He carries all of my weight. I bring him into crackhead control. Controlling here. From here, I can start pulling the arm across, coming into muddy waters, step over for the arm bar. If I can't get that, he's posturing high, I can go into invisible collar. I can try and squeeze, get the tap from here. All right? So again, this is a self-recursive system, which means I can go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. If he blocks 4, I can go back to 3 and start again. If 4 is not available, I can go to 5 or 6 on my decision tree. The big key concept here is to protect your knees at all times. So again, I'm controlling at the ball and socket joint of the hip, not at the end of the lever with the foot. Second big key is to always control his posture. This is a battle of him trying to posture out of my control and me dominating control to get his posture down so I can start implementing the attacks from the system. And that's our first part of our introduction into the certified analysis of the rubber bone.